In this videos, we will see guys some of the questions from a database, and this database is for a real estate company which sells real estate like flats and houses to customers. So I don't have the data table here because it was in Excel and it was used, but there are some questions from that database which we will see, and the questions are like what are different kind of data and what are their different levels of measurement. So first question which we will see is like, say suppose there is ID of customer. Okay, so what kind of data it is? So basically that is a nominal data. Okay, we have talked about in previous video like which is nominal data. Okay, so you guys can please refer that. So now let's talk about age. So it's a discrete or continuous. Okay, age can be both, it can be discrete and continuous, but if it is represented in whole number, say suppose 30 40 45, then it is a discrete. Okay, so let's move on. So what about age interval, like from 30 to 40, 40 to 50? So what kind of data it is and what is the, so it is a ordinal data because it is ordered, and however it is not numerical. Why we are saying not numerical? Because it's a range. Okay, it's not one value but rather a class. Okay, now we will talk about gender. So gender is here, what kind of data it is? Gender is basically a categorical data, and level of measurement for that is nominal. Okay, what is a state of a country? What kind of data it is? State of a country is a basically categorical data. Again, you divide your country into different states, so that's why it's categorical, and level of measurement is nominal for this one. Okay, so let's move on. So there are a few notes from this particular database, like what kind of measurements we should do and what kind of charts we should draw. So the first one is like note one. When we have, say suppose categorical data type, okay, in that case of, in that kind of data, better to draw a pie chart. Okay, and bar graph can be also drawn, but if there are two or three only, then it's better to draw a pie chart. Now let's come to the second notes, which says that a bar graph is better, or Pareto diagram is better for a data like state. Okay, so suppose by state here, it does not mean the state, like the customer who have bought from which state, like where they live in. Say suppose it's they live in West Bengal or they live in Karnataka or wherever they live. So that we can represent better through bar graph and Pareto diagram. Okay, so for age, like say suppose we want to answer this question, if what is the frequency of uh, age for the people who are buying the flat, which means that, say suppose at what age, suppose we want to answer like at what age people are mostly buying the flats or houses. So if you want to answer these questions, maybe what we have to do is like we have to draw the frequency distribution table, and then from that frequency distribution table we will create histogram. So that histogram will tell you whether basically most of your customer who are buying the flats, what kind of age they fall, age class or category they fall in. Okay, now let's see, say suppose for example for this data, what was there, the age, for the age, basically for the age column, mean was 46, median was 45, and mode was 48. Okay, so basically mean, median, mode, so they are not very far from each other, but here mean is greater than median. And what that mean? It means that it is a positive skew, right skew. Okay, so which means that this skew is on the right side. This is skew basically with longer tail. This is skew, longer tail. The graph where the tail is longer, that is the data is skew. So this is where the skew is more. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys for this video. Thank you.